Today on the show, we're going to be talking about transgender athletes. We're going to be talking about Jane Doe, one of the main pro-life activists, and we're going to be talking about how a business owner in Kentucky is making good use of his rights as a private business owner. This coming up and more. Okay, so before we actually get into the scripted part of this story, I want to talk a little bit about something that's going to be prefacing our first story. So last night I was hanging out at a friend's house, and there is a mixture of liberal and conservative people who hang around this house. Now, somebody came in and said to somebody else that there was a male who had a male name, saying that there was a pronoun confirmation. Now, that statement alone, that term, I almost lost it. I had to go over to a table, and I started banging my hand on the table to make sure that I did not say anything, because I knew that I was going to be in some hot water if I did say something. But that was pretty hilarious. And not only that, but apparently this male who has a male name is now saying that he is going to go by they, them pronouns. And I just want to say, I guess I can understand why people would want to be called transgender females or transgender males. I would like somebody to explain to me what the hell they, them means. Are you trying to say that you are multiple people? I get multiple personality disorder. I get that. But, are you really trying to tell me that there's people out there who say that they are both a male and a female in the same entity? What? But with that, let's just get right into the stories, because I'm already confused enough. Much like these transgenders. We really have come to a point in our society where we let males compete against females. In Connecticut, 3 track runners are under question as they're outdoing females. The story here is that these are quote-unquote transgender females, or biological males. There was a lawsuit filed, and everybody that is in the court is now being forced to go about it in a certain way. According to Metro Weekly, the judge was asked to recuse himself for not allowing the misgendering of these biological males. According to the Washington Examiner, the Christian lawyers are now being told that they must refer to these biological males as transgender females. So the question here is that if the court is going to hear this case, then how are the lawyers supposed to defend their side that these males are in fact males if they're not allowed to call them as such? When it comes to biology, there is a significant difference between males and females. Females possess 40% less upper body strength and 33% less lower body strength. So, we need to stop pretending that these males are females. As many people may know, Jane Doe is an avid pro-life activist. However, there are very suspicious claims now that are saying that she made a confession on her deathbed saying that she was paid by the pro-life movement. Part of the Washington Post's headline asks the question, now what? I'm here to answer that question. Well, it means almost nothing. Whether it be true or false, the fact of the matter is that there is a time where we are living in our country where people celebrate the death of over 60 million unborn babies since abortion was made legal. Whether Jane Doe was manipulated into retracting her stance or this is a genuine confession, this does not, and I have it bolded, underlined, everything, does not change the fact that abortion is still wrong, and nowhere in the Constitution says that someone has the right to murder because of inconvenience. So I thought I would end this portion with a better note, a funny note in my eyes, honestly. So there's a store in Kentucky that has this sign, and I will read it. It's on screen right now. It says, "No face masks allowed in the store. Lower your mask or go somewhere else. Stop listening to Bashir. He's a dumbass." Now, I love this. I really do. According to the Daily Wire, Matt Walsh is on camera saying that businesses should have the right to say that you cannot wear a mask just as much as they should have the right to say that you should have a mask. And this is actually 100% correct. You should be allowed to turn down whoever you want for whatever reason, considering the fact that if it is your private business, you should have the right to say who you serve. And this goes back to the arguments involving people like the Christian baker and the gay couple who wanted a cake. And there is definitely some outrage by this sign. However, he is completely within his legal rights. To connect it to our previous story in a documentary called Babies Are Murdered Here, there was a place in New York who actually closed down, saying that he was closed because of New York's law saying that abortion was illegal. So good for these people. I really do commend the people in Kentucky that do things like this, and people around the country that are fighting for the freedom of peaceful assembly. But with that, guys, that's all for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.